day. I'm Crisilyn Pulgo, a Bachelor of Science in Technology Communication Management student in Mindanao University of Science and Technology. And I'm going to introduce to you the theory of Maxwell-Malkin's and Donald Shaw, which is the agenda-setting theory. And this theory explains why the media made us what to think about and how to think about it. And for further explanation, please watch this.
The Agenda-Setting Theory, a Mass Media Communication and Culture by Maxwell-Malkin and Donald Shaw.
But first of all, let me introduce to you the man who first observed this theory before Malkin and Shaw developed it. Walter Lippmann. Lippmann was a journalist who first observed the function of agenda setting in the 1920s. Lippmann points out that media uses agenda setting by creating illustrations of situations or events that our minds accept. The public in turn does not react to actual events, but instead to these pre-constructed images created by the media. As a result, the agenda-setting process is used to remodel all the events occurring within an environment into a Then Maxwell-Malkin and Donald Shaw built on Lippmann's concept of agenda setting in their book Emergence of American Political Issues, as well as in their 1972 Chapel Hill study. In this study, Malkin, Shaw, and David Weaver studied the 1976 presidential election, studying the attributes of the agenda, description of the candidates, and the agenda attributes in voters' descriptions of the candidates. They found that there was a consistent relationship between the media and public agenda. Now, what is agenda-setting theory? Malkin and Shaw believe that the mass media have the ability to transfer the salience of items on their news agendas to the public agenda. They are suggesting that broadcast and print personnel make a deliberate attempt to influence listener, viewer, or reader opinion on the issues. Reporters in the free world have a deserved reputation for independence and fairness. But Malkin and Shaw say that we look to news professionals for uses on where to focus our attention. They say we judge as important what the media judges as important. Who is most affected by the media agenda? Malkin and Shaw understood that people are not automatons waiting to be programmed by the news media. They suspected that some viewers might be more resistant to the media's political priorities than others. That's why they filtered out the responses of voters who were already committed to a candidate. In follow-up studies, Malkin and Shaw turned to the uses and gratifications approach, which suggests that viewers are selective in the kinds of TV programs they watch. The theories sought to discover exactly what kind of person was most susceptible to the media agenda. They concluded that people who have a willingness to let the media shape their thinking have a high need for orientation. Others refer to it as an index of curiosity. In 1990s, almost every article about the theory included a reiteration of the agenda-setting mantra that the media aren't very successful in telling us what to think, but they are stunningly successful in telling us what to think about. In other words, the media makes some issues more salient. We think about those issues more and regard them as more important. By the end of the century, however, Malcolm was saying that the media do more than that. That they in fact influence the way we think. The specific process he cited is one that many media scholars discussed: the framing. Framing is a process of selective control. There are two meanings of framing. First, way in which news content is typically shaped and contextualized within same frame of reference. Second, audience adapts the frames of reference and to see the world in a similar way. It is how people attach importance to a news and perceive its context within which an issue is viewed. Framing talks about how people attach importance to certain news, for example, in case of attack, defeat, win and loss. And according to James Stanford, one of the leading writers on mass communication theory, defines a media frame as a central organizing idea for news content that supplies a context and suggests what the issue is, through the use of selection, emphasis, exclusion, and elaboration. The final four nouns in that sentence suggest that the media not only set the agenda for what issues, events, or candidates are most important, they also transfer the size of specific attributes belonging to those potential objects of interest. There are two levels of agenda setting. The first level, according to Malcolm, is the transfer of salience of an attitude object in the mass media's pictures of the world to a permanent place among the pictures in her head. This is the agenda-setting function that survey researchers have traditionally studied. The second level of agenda setting is the transfer of salience of a bundle of attributes that the media associate with an attitude object to the specific features of the image projected on the walls of her mind. According to Malcolms, the agenda setting of attributes mirrors the process of framing that Robert Entman described in his article clarifying the concept that to frame is to select some aspects of perceived reality and make them more salient in a communication text, in such a way as to promote a particular problem definition, casual interpretation, moral evaluation, and or treatment recommendation for the items described. Something from this theory that the media may not only tell us what to think about, they may also tell us how and what to think about it, and perhaps even what to do about it. Thank you.